Hi, this is Yasmita Megan, the designer of the Yazzii craft storage bags. I'm here today for this session to cover a few more products. And the first bag I'm going to introduce is our Oval Craft Organizer. It's one of our mid-size bags, and I'd like to show it to you internally and externally, and then give you a very good idea of how the same bag can be used for your makeup and jewelry if you were to go away and carry a few of your personal items with you. So these bags are handcrafted in India. They're made on a treadle machine. I just want you to know that all of these are very multifunctional. And when I finish showing you this bag, you will see that it's quite a handy little bag for any craft that you might be doing. So firstly, let me show you the external pocket. So this is a little handle over your shoulder. And if you look at this bag, it's great. It's got an external pocket that you can keep your phone in here or your keys or whatever you need to. That works really well. It's got the little flap or whatever you call that right down on the other side so that it's secure. It's not going to fall over. It can carry quite a bit of the weight, and it's very well quilted and soft and lightweight as well. So let's just go into the first page. I'm going to start right up here and show you the first page. In fact, maybe I'll take it this way. So what you have, it's a full pocket in here. You've got a lot of depth. You can fill a lot of product in here. It's a full pocket with no divisions on this sleeve. On this one, I've separated it down the middle. So you can have two vertical pockets and you can fit larger items on either side. It just depends if this suits you better. We just wanted to give you lots of options for these bags. And if you decide you prefer just the full pockets, you're more than welcome to unpick the center part. It's just threads in here. You just unpick it very gently and you will end up with a full pocket in here. Then we've come to the middle of the bag. And on both sides, I've given you a horizontal direction of pockets. Two at the bottom with a centerpiece, and two longer horizontal pockets. Again, if you want to separate these, if that suits you better, you're welcome to do that. But this is another configuration to keep smaller items, and that was my thinking. I'll just bring the camera a little closer to the bag, and we'll... Okay, so that's the bag. Now, let's get back onto the next page. Again, just like we had at the end, a full pocket, we've given you an extra full pocket here. You can fill your fabrics. And the last pocket that I had at the edge of the bag, you can stuff it pretty solid in here with lots of items. And you'll be surprised how much of product fits perfectly in this bag. It's a good mid-size bag away from our mini craft organizer, because if you're looking at it perfectly, you will see that it's a center zipper. It also fits a nice size hoop at the edge as well. So this is a center zipper. And the beauty of this bag compared to our mini craft organizer that opens in one direction, this lays on your table or your lap where you've got, space that's in question. If you're sitting in front of your TV and doing some work at night, you've got all your product in here. And why most people are really enjoying this bag, and they come back and tell me that they prefer it because of the center zipper. They like the fact that they can flip the pages both directions. It's like a little book that they've got in front of them. And everything is accessible, viewable, and it fits at least another third of the product from your mini craft organizer, which is a CA14, our first bag that I showed you in the last session. This one is CA140, and if you look it up, you'll see that it is more expensive than your mini craft organizer, but as you can see, there's a lot more labor that goes into making this bag. And I have to admit, this has become quite a popular bag amongst everybody. English paper piecing, they just love this product. They take it away. Jewelry makers, they carry their projects together. It's a secure bag. It's lightweight, a good size, almost looks like a handbag. And you can use it as a handbag if that's what you prefer. So now I'm going to show you the version of this particular bag that works as a jewelry carrier and makeup as well. So we'll run through that little video clip to give you a very good idea of that bag used in a multifunctional way for jewelry and makeup. Okay, you've seen how that bag works fabulously as a makeup jewelry carrier. Your medications, often you're just looking for that one perfect bag to take everything with you. I know we're at a point where we're not traveling for a long time, but I must admit for the last 20 years, it was quite a big seller for us from a point of view that people went on a cruise or anywhere and they're carrying whatever they need to in one bag. Now, this is just to give you another idea that on the pocket that I showed you with the phone and stuff that you can put your phone and keys in here, if you want to create a little patch or embellish your bag, this is with Sashiko embroidery. This sample has been made. It's beautiful. It just makes it look different from everybody else in the class. And it personalizes it to the point where you've used your imagination and creativity to make a bag that you like. And if you were giving it to family members or any friends or sisters, they make perfect gifts for Christmas and birthdays because people end up using the bags. They're not just like little furniture sitting in their wardrobes, but they definitely work as a bag that they're going to end up using. Now, the next bag I'm going to show you is our double deluxe organizer. The camera come a little closer. So this is a little handle on top. This bag doesn't have a longer handle or anything. It's just sitting in front. It's got two layers, as you can see, two layers. And I'm going to open up the front and I'll turn that on the side so you can see that there's two sections to this bag, right? And you've got a little handle on top. I'm going to just open up the bag. So let's just bring the camera a little closer and I'm going to show you. So this is a little bar, it was actually made as a jewelry box, and it can be used as a ring bar to keep your rings. But in your case, you might want to put some threads around it. You might want to put some safety pins on it. It's how you use these bags. It's not about, there's no rules around these bags. But as I'm not a crafter, I prefer using it for my jewelry, and it has worked for me. So imagine this bag where you've got this little area. You can remove this, and it just comes together here. Now we've got a pocket in here that's got a lot of depth. I put a lot of fabrics in there, threads in there. Don't mind what I've put. I've just thrown in lots and lots of goodies in my bags to give you a very nice visual of what you can do when you're trying to organize your accessories. Now, in the top section of the bag, I want to show you, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 little pockets. It's important to know there was that top pocket for you, then there's 4 little ones. And the same on this side. You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that gives you the option to keep your machine feet, your pins, your bobbins, anything you want in this particular section. Everything can be organized where after a while, as you use this bag, I find a lot of crafters tell me they just know the left side, third pocket has all their pins in it. It becomes a bit of a habit for you, and you understand your bag better. You've packed it to suit your needs, and I think it's a brilliant idea to have a home for every part of what you need for classes. Now when you lift the 4 pockets, we've given you an extra pocket at the bottom, and in here I'm just going to show you, there's some fabric in here, so you've got a full horizontal pocket in here with a zipper. And you can view everything inside. So you've got that base, you've got your 4 little pockets, you've got your 4 on either side, total 8, and then you've got the horizontal pocket. You've got your little bar in here to add your pins and safety pins, and that closes the top section of this bag. Now let's move to the second section. As soon as you get out of there, you're opening up the second section of the bag, the lower section. In here, we've got a full horizontal pocket, and I've thrown lots and lots of stuff in here. Large items. I've got a crochet hook. Just filled it as much as I can to give you an idea of space and visually what you can fit as far as the sizes of items. So that was the first pocket on the lower section. Now let's go down to this area where we've given you 4 pockets which are full on. All 4 are full. There's no divisions on this pocket. This is the 4th one at the bottom. So you've got 4 pockets of this size, which is ample for you to fit lots of fun stuff in there. And on this side, when I designed it as a jewelry organizer, I sort of was planning this as a little bracelet holder and to keep my watches and stuff. And you will see it on the clip after this that it can be great to keep your precious bracelets and bangles in one of these, or a watch if you like to keep them together and viewable. So, but I've also pinned, people use them as a pin cushion in here too, and that has worked very well. They love this feature. Now, if you don't want to use it and you just want to keep this on your table for your pins, you're welcome to do that and keep other items in here. Everything is flexible around the bags. There's no rules around any of it. It's how you interpret the bag, what craft do you exactly do, and you have to make it work for you. I mean, there's never going to be an answer and a perfect bag for everything. So we've got 4 pockets here. I'm repeating. Now, what I will mention, we don't have a lower pocket at the base in this section. There's plenty happening in this section without having to add to it with a pocket. So you've got 4 in here. You've got your little safety pin cushion in here. You've got the 5th pocket across the top. And when you zip up the bottom section, and I've shown you the top, you've ended up with a bag that is right here like this. Perfect. I'm sure you can see the features of this bag and how it can help you. I often get people tell me, oh, it's the best sewing machine foot storage bag, or it's the best beaders bag. I make jewelry and I keep everything I need in one bag and run off to classes. You know, we've got everything organized for you. And I know personally I've used this bag for my jewelry, my costume jewelry, for the last 12 years. And I love my bag. So I'll let you see a clip now on the way it's filled for jewelry, and we'll come back in a few minutes again. Okay, the next product I'm going to show you is an oval little craft box that we've introduced recently. And the reason was that everyone that's been using our products for many, many years asked for just an empty, simple Yazzii box because they love the quality, they love the finish, they love that they can embellish these bags. They wanted an empty box. They said, no pockets, we will figure it out. We use your bags for years now, and this would just make it a little addition to your collection, and we'd like you to provide that facility for us. So I went ahead and created something that's a different shape, as you can see, which is quite cute. And what I did is I did not add any pocket internally in here too. So you've got this canvas area in here. You can embroider on it directly, machine embroider. You can do some beading. You can do some wool applique on it. It gives you a lot of flexibility. So what I'm going to show you is someone's done some felt and wool work on it. So whatever stash you've got, just create your own little idea, whip stitch it along the front of the bag. So it's just an empty bag and it works very well. The other bag that people like to buy with this, in case you feel you need it, you don't have to, but we also provide these 2 pouches, which I'm going to cover in a little while. But I just want you to see that if you do feel you want to add on to this bag as an empty bag, sometimes you might just use one in there for your smaller items. You might use both, and you might eventually take this out and use it on another bag. So this works very well as just an empty bag, and that was because all of you asked for it over the years, and I thought it was a perfect time to bring it in. So over here, I've just pinned some fabrics. I've given you an idea of the fact that it can be used very well as just an empty little sewing box. If you're preparing something for your grandchildren, someone's going away, moving house, and you want to prepare a little sewing box, it's perfect. So I've just thrown in all these bits and pieces to give you a visual of what you can put in there. I know it can get messy. That's why I suggest those little pouches that sometimes might make the smaller items organize themselves, and you can put your larger items, maybe some fabrics on top, and it's your choice. As I said, all our bags are flexible. You can also take it away to throw all your makeup, your larger makeup, your medication. And it's a cute little bag to carry away, hardly any weight. Even if it's in your suitcase or your hand luggage, it's perfect. So I'm going to show you a video on it. But before I do that, I want to show you, this is where someone's done some machine embroidery. They did not want to get into the felting and stuff. So this is direct machine embroidery on the bag. That's one idea. This is where a very dear friend of mine, Sue Spargo, I'm sure you've all heard of her and follow her closely over the years. She's done these little patches, and she teaches you how to embellish these bags. And basically, you can apply this patch in many of our bags once you've learned the technique. It's her technique of embroidery that she's sharing with you, and it just happens to be perfect for a Yazzii bag. So when you're out there amongst 20 people who have carrying the Yazzii oval craft box, at least yours will be prettier than the rest of them. Then I've got a Sue from Indigo Niche Designs has also done some sashiko on this bag. Again, it's a very simple idea, but it makes it look perfect. It's beautiful. You feel if you've given it to your grandmother or your mum for Christmas or a sister, that you've actually personalized it with your own effort and dedication and creativity and imagination. And it's appreciated because you'll be surprised. They will be using it for many years to come. That I am absolutely certain about. So let me play a little video, a couple of clips for you, because you will enjoy this bag. Okay, the next product is our double petite organizer. And I'm going to demonstrate this bag. And again, as I've mentioned, I'm going to just go through this where I'm going to show you that our products are great for jewelry and for makeup. So half our range works fabulously for as gift ideas. So if you look at this little catalog, which we send with every order, that gives you great little ideas to carry your bits and pieces. It doesn't mean you have to be traveling with them. You can keep them at home, organize yourself around the house with a few of your personal items. And as you know, our catalog is available on the home page of our website. And you will see that there's 16 pages of every product that we've supplying today. And at the end of the catalog, we've also shown you the factory of how things are put together on a treadle machine for you. We also have lots of inspirational ideas to show you what people have done with our bags. These are just ideas. You don't have to do anything. Just enjoy the bag. I know you will. And on the home page, there's two parts of our website where under media, you'll see lots more videos that you need to see. And under the craft area, there's an inspirational area where you can find lots and lots pages of ideas of what people have thought about to do with these bags. Again, if you can sign up for our newsletters, we do send you our newsletters twice a month, giving you lots of information about our new products, where we'll be, our next virtual show, our special offers, our giveaways. We're doing quite a bit more because this is the only way we can communicate with you right now under the circumstances. So if you can just stay with us, and if there's any questions, you're welcome to call us at our office. We're based in Melbourne. You can write to us at sales, SALES, at Yazzii, YAZZII.com. And we'd be happy to answer any questions to you. So this is our double petite organizer. And I'm going to show you, this is again, two sections of the bag. Let's just start with, so this is how you hold the bag up. You can see there's two sections in it, right? There's two sections. So it's quite a cute little size. And we'll show you. So in here, there's a little pocket behind if you want to keep personal stuff in there. This is just something you can put your safety pins and pin them up. So it's all fabric, this pocket. And we've got this where I've just thrown in all these threads and fabrics and trims and stuff to give you an idea on space in this particular bag. So that's one section. You can fill quite a bit in there. And then the lower section, we've got a pocket up in front here for you. These are not divided because it's small enough. I wouldn't be able to get my hand in if I split the pocket anymore. So you've got one pocket there. You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you've got the pocket at the bottom, your little secret stash pocket. Now you can keep your money in there. You can keep your pins in there. You might want to keep a few tablets in there, pills in there, whatever you need to, but it does work. And it's a very handy little pocket at the bottom. You can also put some fabrics here if you feel you need to keep them. So when you're doing your little projects, you might be carrying a little bit of your fabric in there. And this gives you an option of quite a few things packed down. You'll be surprised. They really, really work. They fill a lot more than you'd expect. So at that stage, we're talking 6 pockets. The base pocket, 4, and that's 5, and this is 6. So that takes care of the section. And I'll just open this one more time. So you're seeing visually that this is quite a deep little pocket. And this becomes a little sewing box. Now you cannot do some embellishing because of the handle on top, but there's nothing to stop you putting a little trim out here, a little trim out here, maybe putting a little crochet flower in here. It's up to you what you feel like putting together with this bag. So this is showing you the craft version of our little petite, double petite bag. And now we're going to show you where it's filled with your jewelry and makeup when you're going away. And it's just another way of using this product. And everyone's loving the bags. And the fact that we are still here providing good, solid bags, I think we've done fairly well. So I'm going to show you and demonstrate this larger bag to you. And this again is very popular for embroiders. Often I get people saying between this and our Supreme Organizer, those are the two that seem to appeal to embroiders. And when I say that, I don't mean that you can't buy it for any other purpose. It's just that it seems to be most popular with embroiders. So again, this is a double handle. I'm going to just shut this bag so you can see how it works. So this is your handle. This is the depth of the bag. This is the front of the bag. So you've got a little handle like that. It's not over your shoulder. You just take it with you, keep it at home. So this is the top section of the bag. So in here, we've got a pocket at the back in here where you can keep your hoop or anything that you might need in the back. Then you've got the full pocket in here, which takes a lot of product, fabrics, anything you want. I've just used a safety pin and put a little crochet patch up here. It's what you do with it, how much of stuff you want to fill in it. Eventually, you get used to your own bag and you know what you need from there and when you need it. Now, in here, what we've done is we've given you these rouge sort of little pockets in here so things can stay more secure. So in here, I've just filled it. You might want to keep your threads. You might want to fill some fabrics and fold them and keep it up there. So that's another way to keep it. There's 4 of those in here. And often people are buying, I'm going to show you this bag soon, but people would buy these 3 pockets from me as extras and just keep them on the top. They might buy 2 of these and keep them on top. Everything fits. It all complements each other, our products, but at least you've got the option. You don't have to do anything. Like you don't have to buy any other pocket because this is fine. It works well. But sometimes you might say, look, I don't mind keeping little items in there. It's your choice. So I'm going to shut the top section down now and show you the lower section. Now in this section, you've got the full pocket. It's quite a large pocket. And if you noticed, we always leave this area behind. If you, I'll just try and get close enough so you see, this is the area that we could have stitched, but we have not done that. We've given you all that extra room to work with it. So you've got a lot of space around you, and it fits larger items than it should, because we've given you all that extra room. So let's take that in there. And now I'm going to work on the next pocket inside. So you've got horizontal pockets in here. This one is divided, and this is along the side. Now, again, if you prefer this type of a pocket, you can unpick this section, and you'll end up with the same size pocket on both levels. That's one sleeve. Then the second sleeve is exactly like that, where you've got a larger pocket to put a rotary cutter. These would be your smaller items. Again, by choice, if you prefer the full pocket, please unpick this and everything should be perfect. In this section, I've given you 2 vertical pockets. That's giving you the length for items. And again, if you want to remove it, you can unpick the center part of it. I just needed to give you the variety, because you go away and you think about it, because everyone's got different products and they're doing different crafts. So we tried to mix it up and give you the configurations that we felt best could work for you. And you have to remember, when I design these bags, I take them to shows in Australia, lots of them, to Birmingham, to US. Often we go 3-4 times a year. I will show it to everyone, ask them for their opinion. Shall I turn the pocket, make it larger? And we get that many suggestions, and we finally market and launch a bag after about 18 months of real intensive research with crafters. We need to know it's going to work. It might still not work for 100%, but I think if we've worked that hard in doing that much research, we've pretty well hit the mark there. So the last pocket here is a full pocket. You don't need anything else. It's not split in any way. It's perfect. And at the bottom, like all our bags, the signature of all our bags, we've given you a little secret pocket at the bottom that you can keep maybe your stash, your money, anything valuable. You might want to keep that in your box. And maybe a scissors as well, if it's sharp, anything sharp that can get protected in here. And you can also keep some fabrics below. It works quite well. So if you thought about it, that's a pocket. So these are all the sleeves for your embroidery box. This is the top pocket. You've got this section in here. And I'm going to shut this down now, and I'll zip it up again. That clearly shows you our double deluxe organizer, the larger one. So when you're looking at these two together, this is the petite version. This is the large version. This is CA220 on our website. Please make a note of it if you like it. And this is CA16. This has been around for over 18 years in my range. This is about 15 years. Again, they've come from responses, from requests from customers, and we won't be removing it from our range because it's so popular. It seems to work for every crafter out there, and everyone's enjoying them because they do become their best friends. They end up telling me they've got 15 and 16 of our bags for various crafts. It is a bit too much, I believe, because I'm not a crafter, so I never understand why they're collecting so many bags. But they do various crafts. They end up starting their knitting and sewing and crocheting. And I appreciate it. I respect it because I've learned over the 20 years how creative people have become. And in my case, my creativity comes from the design side of it, probably the listening side of it, to customers and what they need. Sometimes if you don't have your own opinion about the bag, you're basically listening better than anything else. If I had to put my own opinion in it, I might not have ended up with the same result. And I'm very happy with where we've arrived in this business after 20 years. So I'll leave these two bags aside now, and I'm going to show you our little pouches that we carry. This little pouch is CA420, and they're two pouches. You can carry them in your handbag when you're going to a class. You might want to carry it to work. If you're just working on smaller projects, it works very well. And this size is convenient. It's rectangle and it's fabulous. This is the size we've also got where we've got increasing sizes. This is the largest one, and I know it takes one of those bob and donut. It fits the bob and donut perfectly in this pocket. And then you've got the slightly smaller version and the little baby one. I keep this little one in my handbag for my lipsticks and some of my pills and stuff. I just keep that. I've just tied these together. They don't stay together. You can just remove them and use them as you will. So that's another version of it. And the last one we've got is our three-piece, the larger set. So if you look at these, this works beautifully for little projects. You can keep your little rotary cutter, other products in here. And I'm going to now show you a video how people use them for their makeup and jewelry. Okay, we've come to the tail end of our session today, and I hope you've enjoyed looking closely at all our products. This is the first time we've been able to do it this way, and I'm so glad we've had this opportunity to share all these products with you. Now, our bags also work fabulously for people doing English paper piecing, and often I hear they're the best. They're the best for every craft. Let's put it, that's as simple as it's going to get. But this particular one, this little video clip I prepared was more so that it gives you an idea of how many people love it. And we've also got a lot of positive comments around our business and our products over the last year. And we've just collected a little group so we can share that with you. So it's not just our opinion, it's people like yourselves who are creative every day and who have appreciated our products. So I'll leave you with this today, and hopefully we'll catch you again in another session with Yazzii Craft Storage Bags.